So, today is November. Yep, it's election day. I'd hate to admit that I desired to do a 11-2 show, but I didn't get done with all my practicing and so on and so forth. So, we're here on 11-3 at about 12:21. 1, 2, 2, 1. I'm playing with the numbers. And this was Halloween morning. Halloween morning, yeah. What day was that? Is that coming in? Here, let's go to this picture. The background in some of it was too bright. That's too bright. Oh, the camera's playing now. Let's see if I can make that shot look prettier. Can y'all see the electrodes and electrons on my head for my EEG? How weird. 12:22 a.m. on election day, November 3rd, 2020. And just to say and just to think about, it's important for you to see the balance of the water and understand I'm working in an environment. Actually, this morning I looked up and read the definitions of asked Siri, what's a moron? Siri told me it was a stupid person. Plus, the form once used in psychiatry to denote a mildly intellectual disability. The term was closely tied with the American eugenics movement. It is similar to imbecile and idiot. No coincidence I'm doing this on election day. And as I've been trying to share some of the consciousness and understanding what it means to become one with yourself and becoming one with yourself on all levels and all 360 degrees, you become balanced like the water you saw me drink. And the Western medicine with the EEG, even COVID-19, how real is it? If the government during Amistad, Matthew McConaughey represented along with Morgan Freeman and Anthony Hopkins, Sin Q, a Steven Spielberg film dealing with, what happened under the 8th president of the United States of America, 5 minutes into the segment. So, dealing with the 8th president, and of course I did make reference to roots and understanding I was spiritually amputated as Kunta Kinte, who was held up underneath the stars, and dealing with Roots and Amistad, and then we have what? The State of Play. Russell Crowe, Ben Affleck, and I'm just dealing with the right to vote, and with this, the media, Russell Crowe representing the media, and Ben Affleck representing an elected official. And what's the relationship between the media and the government now? So, and now, the signal. Everyone has a cell phone. And could that be considered a moron box? I'm sorry, an idiot box? Oh, an imbecile box. I'm sorry. Who rule, controls, and dominates the distribution of information, whether it's social media or news? Are they representing you as melanin dominant biological living light, the child of Kunta Kinte, Kizzy, Chicken George, Sin-Q? I mean, under the melanin recessive inbred mutant albino with the calcified pineal gland value structure, family is no longer family. It's all about dead slaveholders. And what kind of how can you maintain family if on the social networks now they're dealing with some high yellow black woman with long fingernails? High yellow, yeah. Make sure I light-skinned it, long fingernails, checking in on her baby, having come from being a stripper, a pole dancer, to now she has her own. But if we're under the mindset of a moron or somebody who has a calcified first eye, and The Departed, what does Jack Nicholson say? Never trust a man who has nothing to lose. What do I have to lose if I've interviewed people, the Mad Cowboy, the Plain Truth from a cattle rancher who won't eat meat, Howard F. Lyman? I got interviews. He said he ground up his dead cows because they were too fragile or something, and he ground them up and fed them back to the other cattle so that they would grow bigger, stronger, faster, and he could get more meat to the market and make more dead slaveholders. And milk, the deadly poison. More melanin dominant biological living light people are eating dairy products, and the only way it can come out your digestive system, being melanin dominant, is in your snot. So if you consume milk and dairy and dead flesh, you're not eating enough of the fruit of the vine. You're not capable to see with your first eye the reality of your own mind, being that child of the sun. Oh, 12:30. I got about 4 minutes left. So hopefully we've reached the bottom on the election night, You talk about vote for this inbred melanin recessive albino male or this melanin recessive albino male, and they're both descendants of this whole colon. And what did I start out talking about back in 1492? Columbus discovered America. Plymouth Rock, 1620. Cambridge established in 1630. Cambridge, the intellectual mecca of the world, but even Noam Chomsky, propaganda and control of the public mind, talks about if they can control the distribution of the media, they can control the minds of the masses. That's why I held up the Signal DVD. Is there a signal? And I mean, Cam has come to New England Patriots, but the psyche up here coming from down south, he was at North Carolina. I'm not sure where homie's from, but he left North Carolina and came up to New England, the new colony of Old England. That's why Harvard is named after, or Cambridge is named after Cambridge in England. And so we're just a new butthole in the South. Southerners tried to get to the North. Melanin dominant people got up here. Then they played the character of Morgan Freeman helping John Quincy Adams in Amistad. And he's like, I'm sorry, looking at the black man, I don't speak that language. Well, I'm speaking melanin dominant biological living light to biological living light without dealing with the melanin recessive inbred mutant albino thought process. Communicating in a whole new plateau on the denotative, connotative, and absolute abstract. Think it's not illegal yet. And, our instincts to connect to our own divine spirituality. Oh, I threw in Manchurian Candidate. I watched that too. Things to do with my time between birth and death as the sun rises and shines. Writing and penmanship. Do you even know how to write in penmanship? Do you practice and take time for you? Any of the presidents running or any of the candidates running discussing how you, the individual, can empower yourself and not have to trade dead slaveholders? But if you value you as a divine energy and become that one, you connect the liquid, the moisture in your first eye, your spiritual eye, with your intellect, down to your emotion, and down to your physical, the four sides of your humanity, and tap into the one verse and relax. Mind over matter. What you think matters. So control the content you ingest. Television is bad. If you get the opportunity to hear this kind of knowledge and information, I got through the cracks. But most people can't talk these facts. I got to go because 15 minutes is up for Brother R.A. Talk to you later. Peace.